I want to say this real quick. Hold on, calm down. What an amazing night you guys have given us. And in all honesty, what an amazing 25 plus years that you've given us. Thank you all so much. I've done my best to get to this point and not cry, and I'm not going to do it now. But I got to thank these guys up on the stage. Please just for a moment allow us to do this, because this guy on the keyboards, Scotty Wilbanks, has been an amazing friend and been an amazing part of this band. Such a huge part of our sound for so many years now, and probably hasn't gotten the credit that he deserves. And Scotty, you complete us.
Yeah.
Love you, buddy. Thank you. Now, Boone's brand new. We ain't got much to say about him. No, I'm teasing. Boone, when David decided a while back to step down, that was part of us not knowing if we were going to be able to go forward. As Mark and myself left, and we thought, man, Ty left a few years ago, 3 years ago. David stepped down. We were like, does anybody even want to see us play anymore, and all that stuff? And so we thought, we knew that we needed somebody special to be on drums for this tour, and you did an amazing job, buddy. Filling in. Thank you. He said at the very beginning, before the first show, he looks at me and goes, Mac, I just want to make you proud. Well, you made us proud, buddy. You made us proud. Boone Dodgel, y'all. Boone Dodgel. On the bass guitar, when Ty stepped down 3 years ago, we once again, we were like, man, what are we going to do? And on very, very short notice, this guy came in and just blew us away, not only with his musicianship, but just, he was, and I believe this with all my heart. I'm gonna cry, Timmy, I'm gonna cry. Don't you do it. He's the guy that the Lord picked out for us. And you were the perfect man for the job. Thank you, Timmy. I love you. Ninja Onions. Trevor Morgan. But Trevor, many of you saw him open up for us years ago. I heard his voice. The first time I heard his voice, a friend of ours was running sound for us and was playing his CD, and I went up, I said, who is this dude? I gotta meet this guy. He got an amazing voice, he's an amazing talent, and I'm so thankful that that not only did I get to meet you, that we've become really close friends for a number of years now. He helped me to put together the Glory Revealed records that we did, and we've done a lot of stuff in the past years, and he came out on the road with us and opened up a lot, and when we went to do Revival, he was a huge part of that record, and the last year that we toured, he was on the road with us, and so glad you're here, brother. Thank you for doing an amazing job, being great friends. Jason Horde, yeah. He was on the road with us for a couple of years, a couple of years back, and I feel like when we have him, it's an amazing sound that he brings, and we love him. He's a great special person, a great special friend to me, and we're so thankful that you're able to be out on the tour and just bring such a unique, different feel with the mandolin and the banjo and all this. So amazing background vocals. We love you, man. Thank you. Jason Horde. Did I forget anybody? Last but most definitely not least, this guy over here to my right-hand man for 28 years. We went to high school together. I won't keep it together. I'm keeping it together. We went to high school together, and he came up to me the beginning of our senior year of high school, and he said, I sang at a senior assembly. He heard me sing, and he said, "Hey man, won't you come sing for my band?" And I was like, "Well, what's the name of the band?" "Nuclear Hoedown." How can you say no to singing for Nuclear Hoedown? And we became really close brothers, and after I don't know, several months of doing that garage band thing, felt like the Lord had placed on my heart to follow Him more and to dedicate more of my life to singing for Him, for the Lord. And so I came to Mark and said, "Man, I'm going to quit this band. I know I'm singing stuff I don't need to be singing, and I'm hanging out in places I don't need to be hanging out, and giving my life to the Lord." And he said he grew up in church, and he was going through the same kind of situation that I was as a senior in high school. And he asked me a question. He said, "Well, why don't we just start a Christian band?" And yeah. And I immediately said, "Cool, what's that?" I had no idea. And those are two questions that he asked me that have changed my life. And I am so grateful for the friendship and for many, many years of brotherhood and having this awesome thing that the Lord's blessed us with. And y'all, He's got, I know this is a bittersweet for a lot of us for the ending of Third Day, but we are very excited. We're celebrating. This has not been a sad time for us. It's been a celebration of so many people in our lives, so many fans in our lives, celebration of what God's done, and really an excitement for knowing that God's got something new for us. And He's an amazing writer and written a great book. I really encourage you to go check out Hurt Road, his book. It has a great, really cool record that Scotty produced. And I know that the Lord I know this, that He has big things for Mark and for his family in the future. So, buddy, I love you, and I'm so appreciative of you. Thank you.
Thanks, man. You know, it's funny, when you're living your life and you're kind of in the middle of things, it feels like chaos, doesn't it? But then when you look back, you have this perspective, and you can see how God puts people in your life at just the exact right time. And I know for me that was the case with Mac. When we were very end of high school, you know, all these confusing things going on. You know, you're trying to figure out what you're going to do with your life, where you're going to go to college, all these huge decisions. And God put Mac in my life at just that right time. And we started the band. We started doing Third Day. And yes, it's always been, you know, about the music. It's been about friendship, but it's always been about just that foundation of faith that we have. And it's just, you know, as Mac and I have been through this for, 28 years. I was thinking about this the other day, that I've been in the John McEachern High School marching band. I've been in Nuclear Hoedown, and I've been in Third Day. All three of those bands. Mac was the leader of all three of those. So I'm just so honored to have shared this journey with Mac for all these years. Before we took the stage tonight, we were praying, and I literally have not thought about this in years, but we were about to take the stage to do our last show, and I was thinking back to our first show. It wasn't at Red Rocks. There weren't thousands of people there. There were about maybe 10 people there. It was like some friends of ours from church came out, and we were playing in the basement of this plumbing place. So, if you can kind of imagine. But I just remember how excited we were back then. All those years ago, we were excited about our faith, and we just wanted to share our faith through music with whoever would listen. We just wanted to tell people about Jesus. And here we are all these years later, and that's still the same goal. That's still what we want to do. And so I just want to thank you, everybody. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight and just being a part of this amazing evening. I'm so proud of my brother Mac. Just over the last few years, been able to see him do the Glory Revealed projects, see him do his solo country albums, and now he's embarking on a new chapter with this new record that he's actually putting out after the tour. But you can get it. The only way you can get it is tonight at the. I'm going to point as if I know where the merchandise booth is, but somewhere. Y'all make sure to get a copy of Mac Powell and the Family Reunion. It's amazing stuff. Really great stuff. Really proud of what Mac's done. As we had put together this farewell tour and this farewell show tonight, so many people have come up and said different things to us, from, congratulations on your great career, thanks so much for your music, different things like that. But I've been caught off guard a couple times. People have come up, actually somebody said this like yesterday, they come up to me and they say, congratulations on your retirement. And I'm not really sure what to make of that. And I hope you guys hear my heart when I say this, but I don't think that retirement is a Christian concept, because I feel like God gives us different occupations and a different platform at different times. We've had this amazing long season of Third Day. We've been up on stage, and Mac and I are embarking on some new things. But through all of that, we have one job, and that's to tell people about Jesus until the day that we die, or until He calls us home. That's what it's all about, really. So, just want to encourage you guys, whatever platform God has given you, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, whether you drive a truck for a living, if you're a firefighter, whatever that might be, use that platform to tell people about Jesus. That's what it's all about, you guys. So, Red Rocks, Colorado, thank you guys so much for having us. This has been a night we will never forget. God bless you guys.